Alright, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Simpcast. You've got me, Sumeet, we've got Salmaan, and today we have a special guest, Yuvraj. Say hello to the beautiful people.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for having me.
The grand entrance.
Hey.
Hey. You know how fucking in SpongeBob, Gary's just like
Meow.
You gotta keep it simple, people.
Hey.
Gotta keep it simple.
Sorry, we'll allow you, Rog. He's tired.
Yeah, we'll allow
Had a
it. He's
long
quite
day.
tired today.
Yeah.
It's
Thanks
been a
for
long
coming on
day.
there, bro. Cheers for that. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's all good.
we'll get started today. Is toxic Asian culture, and Yuvraj here is actually from India. You know, so
I mean, technically, we're
he's
all
basically got
Indian.
first-hand
We're all
team.
technically Indian, but he's
No,
obviously
but
lived
he's
in
like,
India.
lived there.
And, yeah, he's
Yeah,
moved
yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah. So he's more Indian
Before
than
we
any
get
of
onto-
us.
Before we get into that, the origin of the name, I didn't actually have anything.
The
planned.
origin of the name is in maintenance. Today, it will not be
It's in
said.
maintenance.
Yeah, it's in
No,
maintenance.
I'll make something up on the spot. Hold up. You're on about Gary the snail. Would you say Gary's like the least simpy person?
He didn't give
But
a
you
fuck.
say SpongeBob. Oh, SpongeBob. He's a massive simp.
Is he?
Man wants to fuck Squidward in the ass.
Oh, that's true. He is a simp for Squidward.
He's a massive simp. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? Shout out SpongeBob, man.
Actually, Yuvraj is the real simp.
What the
Paying
fuck
for,
you
paying
mean?
for all the girls' drinks on nights out.
No,
you know what
what do
it
you
is.
mean?
You know what it is.
Nah,
We put a
I
simp
don't
on
think
this-
I don't think we know.
That's enough
Yeah, we
said
def-
about that.
We definitely
Enough said,
striking that
enough
off.
said.
We
Alright,
definitely
so
striking that off.
Basically, what we've got Yuvraj and we've got SpongeBob, who are both simps and want to fuck guys in the ass.
Yeah. Well,
All right, that's cool.
we
right.
invited him on to talk about his experience. Now we're just roasting him. This is a whole Adam situation again.
It's brilliant. You love to see it.
All right, well, let's get into it, right?
All right, we'll get into it. This is gonna
Alright.
go so differently. The change in tone is gonna go mad.
All right, so
We've now got a
you
bit
can
of
lead with the
serious on.
questions. Choose which questions.
I'll
you
do the
wanna go
question.
first.
All right, so like I said, the tone's gonna change, but so obviously, Yuvraj, your family is based in India. You're a person from India. I know based on my experiences with my family, like I've had my grandparents there from India, and they don't really talk about mental health a whole lot. What's your family's take on mental health? Like, is it talked about at all?
Yeah, definitely. That's a really good question. I mean, that's something I'm fighting off right now as well. Like literally, it's my family's the same. They just don't care about like mental health, and it's often like I feel like often it's just like shrugged off as like saying like yo it'll just pass, right? Stuff like that. You hear about it, right? Which is definitely not a healthy take on it, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
All right, but yeah. So would you say that's quite stereotypical of an Indian
Yeah,
family to
definitely.
like not really?
Yeah,
Not really have
definitely.
something like
It's
that.
very stereotypical, and it is prevalent in the society.
Would you want your family to be more, I guess, see mental health as more of an issue?
Yeah, sure. I
Yeah.
definitely try to like keep them updated on like the stuff like this, like the mental health and all the other perks and stuff along with it. I try to like keep them educated about it. So yeah, at least I try with my family.
It's kind of hard to do that though when you're so like I wouldn't say ignorant because they're not ignorant. It's just that it's not their fault that they don't necessarily know about it
Yeah.
because with Asian culture for a very long time, they've never really taken that stuff seriously. The mental health side of things. Like we talked about it before with physical stuff. Yeah, I mean, even with that, they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's like get back up and keep working or keep doing your shit. But
So
with
just
mental
work hard,
health, it's
innit?
even worse because it's like they act like it doesn't exist and they just expect you to continue without any help or anything like that. So I can understand from Yuvraj's perspective how difficult it would be to go through a lot and keep a lot to themselves. Because I know I've known Yuvraj for only a year now, but we're very close friends. Same as like with me and you, Sumeet. Like even though we've known each other for a very little time, I know a lot about Yuvraj and some of the struggles he's gone through and the strength it takes to kind of hold all those things to yourself without
Yeah.
actually getting any help it's amazing what he's done and you have done, to work on your like mental health without actually having any help from your family or anything like that.
Yeah, that's
Appreciate it.
a
Yeah.
huge
Yep.
thing, right?
Definitely.
Well, staying kind of on a similar topic in terms of like pressures, mental health, and stuff. So, pressures of the family, especially in education, how how much pressure was actually put on you from like your parents, your grandparents, or whatever, in terms of education?
Oh, definitely. Like the education was definitely the number one priority for me growing up. Like, uh, obviously grades. Parents just like the typical stereotypical parents being on your head 24/7, telling you what to do and right. Obviously, get good grades. You should be studying and stuff like that, right? And also the skewed education system. I feel like by the time I got to like year 11 and 12, it just got very pressurized and like one-dimensional stuff like.
All
But that's
right.
like another topic, right?
That's
I can't
India in a
talk.
nutshell, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
India in a
yeah.
Yeah.
nutshell.
It basically just making you memorize a lot of stuff which you're definitely never gonna use in your life, right?
It's basically they do it to get the
And
grades.
it's
Yeah.
it's even worse. Yeah, it's even worse. Like you hear stuff like this in like America and stuff like that, right? But it's even worse in like
In
Asian
India, yeah,
countries where yeah,
it's like that
not not
movie.
not just not just like India, for example, like
Oh,
Japanese,
Asian
yeah,
culture in
all
general.
Just Asian
Asian
in
Yeah,
countries,
general,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure. It's like that movie, Three Idiots. I don't know if you guys have seen that one, but the whole
yeah, I've
premise
seen
of
that.
that movie was the guy is so smart, but yeah, he might not necessarily be amazing academically or
Yeah,
revise or whatever, but he's just smart in general. And the whole premise was that universities, well, this was set in India. Universities in India were focusing so much on the academic perspective and you memorizing something and regurgitating it, but actually not being smart for yourself, right? So they just wanted the good grades. That's why, the universities put a lot of pressure on students. And the suicide rates are ridiculous in India, especially with a lot of students. People fucking kill themselves.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
there's. I think we mentioned this before. There was a couple Indian students in England who, due to pressures, commit suicide and stuff. So
what would you say,
that kind of
Yuvraj,
just.
like from living in India for quite a long time and only moving to the UK for the last year, what would be the main differences that you would see between sort of the culture there and here?
Definitely the culture is much more relaxed here.
Yeah.
Everybody and everything is like easygoing. Like even in the uni stuff, right? You've got like deadlines and stuff, right? But like still, it's just you can get like extensions. It's not like a done deal,
You
right?
don't get
For
given
example,
extensions in India?
you do, but it's like at least till like year 12, right?
Yeah.
I had no uh option to get an extension. If you have an exam, you just do it. You
Oh
can't be
shit!
going around like asking for extensions and stuff like that. But that's like a public school, so
Right.
yeah,
All right.
basically.
So, in terms of that, then, so obviously you say things are really different. Did you have like really strict like schedules when you're back in India? So, for example, your parents did they like let you go out a lot and stuff, or
Oh,
did they just make you
definitely.
stay at home?
Like, I obviously had like a very different family growing up. I had to like take care of my brother, my ailing brother, when I was
Right.
growing up, so I didn't really like go out much. But like, even then, it was like very strict. Like in terms of if it's nothing like, you can't do this. If it's more like your first priority is like getting good grades, right? For getting good grades, because like you have to memorize like pages with like 1,000 pages on them, right?
Damn.
So because you have to memorize that, you need extra classes because like the teachers are shit, right? Stuff like that happens. So I had to go to like after school classes and stuff. So basically the whole school, my day would look like basically like waking up at like 6, then getting back home at like 2 p.m., right? Then
Oof.
going for like an after class at like 4 till 8, and
Till
it was for
8.
like
What the
yeah 4 till
At
fuck?
8 stuff
8?
like yeah, yeah. So it was like
School
it
for
was
that long.
not like every day. It was like
So you
alternate, but
basically had a
still,
four, well, you had a 12-hour day, well, 14-hour day with a 2-hour gap in
yeah,
between.
yeah. And that's the thing. I wasn't even like
An A.
aiming to yeah. I wasn't even like aiming to like totally just dominate it or something, right?
Yeah.
I know people who do that like every day in India. like in their year 11 and 12.
They have no life. They just study
Yeah.
and study and
I don't know if
study.
you heard about it, but
yeah.
it's called IITs. Like those are like supposedly very
Not heard of it.
premier. Yeah, those are like the very premier institutes, right?
Yeah. So that's what a lot of people try to aspire
Yeah,
and
try
get
to
to.
yeah. That's the thing. Like because everybody's trying to do it, it's more about like memorizing and like just getting the mark.
So
You know.
yeah, that's one thing. Like a lot of people can be book smart, but they can lack
Yeah.
common sense and natural intelligence. And I
Definitely.
have to say, like I am one of those people who are not book smart. I'm not book smart, and Sumeet can definitely say this because I do not
Well,
revise or anything
I
like
kind
that.
of have a thing. I'm not book smart, but I'm not. I haven't got any common sense either.
What
so
the fuck are you talking
I'm kind
about?
of
man?
stuck
You had
in
a
this
fucking
limbo.
accountancy job. What are you talking about?
Yeah, bro. It don't mean
You're
I have
losing
any
the
common
money.
sense.
Is that what you did? Is that what your job was? Of course it
Bro, all I
wasn't
did
that.
was use a fucking calculator, type numbers in, bro. That's what I was doing.
Basically, we're running a loss, so stop spending so much money.
No, we don't. I don't deal with stuff like that. I wasn't that sophisticated.
What are you doing then? Just putting shit in a spreadsheet.
Literally, I'm just putting shit in a
You're an
spreadsheet.
assistant.
Literally.
You weren't an accountant. Fuck off.
Bro, I was an assistant.
Yeah.
That's literally my job title, bro.
Right. Well, back to like talking about how stuff's different from the UK to India. You know, like when it comes to actual Asians that you've met here, how do they differ to the Asians that are like in India? You know, well, the Indians, shall I say, that are here are different to India. How are they different?
Well,
Culturally.
they're not like that different, but definitely there's like people are definitely much more progressive in terms of like their thoughts and beliefs, you know,
Yeah.
in terms of like no, I can definitely see them being aware of topics like mental health and other sorts of illnesses and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Which is like not that common back in my country.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Back in your country.
back in my country,
In his
yes,
Back in your country.
back in my home. Yeah.
What would you say is like the biggest pressure on you right now that your parents have kind of put on you while you're here? Do they expect
Oh,
you to
but that-
kind of perform while you're here, or do they
Definitely,
or
definitely
do
it
they
is.
would they be okay with you just about passing and
Oh, they definitely want me to get the first,
yeah.
you know, and stuff like that. It's just like obviously they keep a check on me, like they call me regularly and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Even now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have the pressure for that, and also yeah, it's just basically that.
That's one thing actually.
There's that.
A lot
Yeah.
of people don't experience, like his parents call him regularly. You know, international students. I don't think a lot of parents give a fuck about him. Really.
Yeah.
Like
It's also like different because of like my family problems, right?
oh yeah, you're a lot closer.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
you've had issues and stuff like that, and that brings your family closer together. So obviously, your mum and your dad, they're obviously more connected to you, and they're gonna call you and see how you are, especially with Corona and shit going on.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's
Yeah.
one thing with Asian culture. They're caring, but then it also is to the other extent where they are so
put
oblivious
all this
about a lot
high
of
pressure
issues
on
as
you.
well. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and they don't know the consequences of putting that pressure on you,
Yeah.
which is kind of just obviously just bit shit, but you know, it's kind of just is what it
Well,
is.
being an Asian or Indian, shall I say, moving from India to here, what would you say?
Before we go into that topic, actually,
Yeah.
I want to know this. So obviously, you said, moving to the UK, clubbing and drinking and stuff. You said you talked to your parents a lot. What are their thoughts on that?
Oh, they were like definitely they just like said like just don't overdo it.
Fuck those bitches. Only one a week. Only one a week. Don't spend more than £100 on one night, okay? Not more than £100.
And also,
Nah,
Make sure you got a condom.
I basically communicated everything with them, and they were like, yeah, just don't overdo it. Try not to make that into a habit. It's just like definitely like something that I should be listening to, which I listen to, which I try to listen to actively.
I want a story. I want best story that you can remember.
He's not gonna tell you anything. I'll have to tell you because this motherfucker's too shy to say anything.
Go on, Ed. Go tell some stories, man. The people want to know.
People don't want to know, dude. Come on.
They want to know. They want to know the funniest shit.
Basically, there's okay. So we have a group of friends that we always go out with, and he was so drunk one night. He thought that he was actually just buying drinks for people, like just everyone. He's buying drinks for loads of people, and he was going to the bar, and he was buying drinks for, I think it was 7, 8 people. And while he was there, he was trying to talk to this girl, and he had his bank app open, and he was showing her how much he had in there.
This
He's
no,
like, look at my money, and then he switched to the Snapchat.
I didn't sign up for
He
this.
switched to the Snapchat, and
I
think he
did
was
not-
asking her for a Snapchat. And
I
she just
did
looked
not
at him.
sign up for
She
this.
just looked at him and walked away.
Okay, man. Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
Let's
No,
get
one
back
more,
into
one more.
the. Let's get back into the fucking topic. Come on.
Bro, this was one of the
Asian
questions I
culture,
wanted to
guys.
hear.
Come on, Asian culture, toxic stuff. Yeah, gotta end it, bro.
That is toxic, bro. Why are you trying to get people Snapchats from a
That,
bar?
that is not true.
Look at my money. I have very much rupee.
God, bro.
I have very much rupee.
I definitely did not say that, but hey,
Oh my
No.
god.
beans
that
have
is
been
too funny.
spilled. I just don't want to indulge into it, whatever.
No, but on that topic,
I was definitely too wasted to even like
bro,
recall what I said.
one time he
so...
was so drunk they stopped him from buying drinks because he was buying too many
Oh
drinks.
my
And then
Yeah,
he got
that was-
kicked out because he kept putting his hands in the ice buckets. There's like ice buckets on the tables. He kept playing with the ice, and the bouncer grabbed him and took him out. Yeah, he got kicked
Oh
out
it's
of
just
McDonald's
like-
as well. I'm not gonna get into
Hey.
that
My-
story, but I'm just gonna say
Hey.
he got kicked out of McDonald's.
Oh,
You-
What
wow.
happens in Newcastle stays in Newcastle.
happens in
Man.
McDonald's
That's
stays
what
there.
that's what I'm gonna say.
Jesus Christ.
That's the
This
thing.
guy's some
That's
party
the thing.
party
That's
holic.
what happens. Okay, we can bring this back to like the Asian toxic culture. Like all the Asian people who fucking move from India to here, they're fucking crazy here.
Go crazy.
They go crazy
yeah.
because they've been locked up. You know what I mean? Well, Yuvraj wasn't locked up, but he was never able to experience a lot of those things in India. Whereas here, he's been able to live his life to the fullest. You know what I mean? Would you say
Yeah, I
that's
get
definitely
that
the case, Yuvraj? You know, like the fact that you have this independence to do whatever you want without any consequences. You're kind of experiencing more, which is not. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing. You know, you're experiencing more and doing more. Do you think it's like a benefit? You know, of being able to move away?
Yeah, definitely. It's a different experience for me. For example, like obviously growing up with the family and stuff, I was very like codependent on them for like all of my life, right?
Even cooking, you know,
But,
you
like-
had maids and shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that,
Yeah, I had like for everything, like dude, I
Driver?
don't know how to drive. I have a driver for that. Don't know, I never cooked. I never fucking did my own laundry, right?
Yeah.
But like after moving out, being independent
You had to
has
learn
like
how
taught
to do
me,
all those things.
yeah, everything
Well, that's
basically.
another thing about being Asian. As a boy, you're not necessarily made to do a lot of chores.
Yeah, because like all my
women
parents
usually
cared
do,
about,
yeah.
all my parents cared about was like getting the top grade and getting a good degree, right?
Yeah.
That's it. That's literally all they care
Yeah.
about.
So do you wish
Damn.
that they kind of taught you those life skills before you went to the UK? You know, because obviously you had to learn how to cook properly and clean all your shit up and
Yeah,
things for
I think
yourself.
they did an alright job with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do all of those stuff like easily. It's not a big deal for me, honestly. So
But can you
yeah.
make homemade paneer? That's the question.
That's the real question, dude. You got me there,
This fucking guy, he's so crazy for paneer, man.
bro. Paneer stopped me
So-
from going to like eating chicken and stuff
Well,
like that.
it's alright.
It kept me
This
vegetarian.
guy was
for, like, 20
vegetarian
years,
until
man.
he went to McDonald's and had nuggets.
Yeah,
For the
chicken
first
nuggets while I
time.
was like super
Then I
drunk.
took him for some curry.
and I,
had
and I-
some
and
lamb
I
curry.
said something controversial.
Lamb
But
curry
yeah.
is always the best curry.
Yeah, lamb curries. Yeah, he said
For
some very
sure.
controversial things in McDonald's,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
why he got kicked out. But we will not mention that on stream.
Right.
Or
Oh,
stream,
Yeah,
we won't
definitely.
mention
That's
that.
that's
On the
not safe.
recording. It's not safe for work.
Nope, not safe for work.
Not safe for work.
Oh, okay, so
And don't bother asking us either.
as an Indian person or Asian, so going from a place where there's many Indians and Asians, you're going to somewhere in Newcastle, you know, like the place of the UK which has very little population or diversity of Asians or anything like that. How do you think that's impacted you? Has it made like a lot of disadvantages for you being an Asian person in a like quite high white population place? You know, do you think it's made it harder for you to like find a girlfriend or even just make friends in general? You get abuse and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Well, there's like too many questions in that, but like, I'll start with basically, yeah, obviously, color and stuff, race, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It definitely plays a role
Yeah.
in like every place you go, like uni, then obviously dating and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not even concerned about dating right now. I'm like more concerned about like getting my life together and
Yeah.
basically getting a grip of my mental health,
Yeah.
because that is literally the wealth,
The most
honestly,
important
right now.
part of it,
Yeah, exactly. It's so
Agree.
yeah, that's what I'm like trying to do,
That's
trying to improve myself
that's
and
good.
like
I know
yeah,
initially you were trying to find someone, but
yeah,
then
yeah,
you kind of realized I have to take care of myself, right?
yeah, exactly. I think initially I did get into like a lot of pressures. Obviously, I was like in a big group
Oh yeah,
with
I
you
was
guys,
in a
right?
relationship. Charlie
Yeah,
was in a
yeah,
relationship.
yeah,
Loads of people. Jack was in a relationship.
yeah,
Kind of like
definitely.
everyone was in a relationship. So
Yeah. So I decided not to do anything under pressure, and I'm having a good time right now, just trying to improve myself.
yeah, that's good. I mean, we never know what could have happened with that chick. You remember the one on Hinge that
Oh,
I
yeah.
wingmanged this guy. I took her out of her depression.
I've missed this loop here.
I
Alright.
took her out of her depression, man, for him so that he could get a date with her, and he
Wait,
didn't want to.
you took a girl out of their depression.
Yeah, look, she didn't want to go on a date with him because she said like she was so insecure about her looks and all those things that I made her feel good. And then I got him a date, and then he didn't want to go because she was in
Oh,
Manchester.
you're
It was
a
it was too
snake, man.
far, dude.
It was Manchester though. That was the
Ah,
It
problem.
was too far. Plus, like
too far.
that's just too fucking thirsty, man.
Wait. Why are
We
you trying
never
to
do
go for
that.
chicks in Manchester?
Well, I don't know. He matched with her, and he was chatting to her for a while.
Oh, on Tinder.
Oh no, Hinge.
On
You know, he was so
Hinge.
drunk then while I was texting her.
Exactly. That's the
we
thing,
actually,
boys.
we
I
actually,
never do this on purpose.
we
They get me super drunk and they fucking yeah.
We told him he had to go to Africa to see her, and he's like,
Oh,
"No,
yeah, I do remember
I
this,
can't
I
go
do
to
remember
Africa. I can't go
I
there."
remember you actually saying
That's the
this.
thing,
Yeah.
bro. I'm telling you.
That's fucking
It's
great.
just
Go to Africa. Oh my god, I remember this one. I
these
remember
people
this
always get
story.
me drunk and shit happens.
Bro, this guy has
But
the
they never
funniest
forget about it.
stories. This guy has the
Oh,
funniest
I've got
drunk
a lot of
stories.
stories, man.
Oh, okay.
My
So
word.
when it comes to your parents putting pressure on you for certain things, when it comes to marriage and stuff, do you think they put
Oh,
pressure on
shit.
you for that? Like when,
We already talking about that.
yeah,
Well,
like
I'll let you know my thing. They expect me to be married early 20s.
early 20s.
I'm 19, bruv. Early
Yeah.
20s is like 23. That's like 4 years away,
I don't
man.
think my parents expect me to get married till like I'm 35 or some shit like that.
What? Oh,
Well, because the
It's
thing
not
is,
even
well,
possible.
because the thing is, my
Envy.
my sister's 29 and she's just about to get married, right? And
Yeah.
as a woman, like that's a big thing for an Asian girl to get married at that age because she's supposed to be married by now. You know what I mean? All that Asian stereotype culture. So
Yeah.
for boys, there's no like time limit. That's a toxic thing as well. The girls, it's like get rid of them. They're a hindrance.
you,
And then
you say there's no
boys-
time limit, but I think there is though.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it does depend. Like for you,
I think
obviously,
that's
you
just
have
a
you-
toxicity in general.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Asian
I mean,
culture. Just
for
you
you-
have to get married.
for you, like that is definitely the case.
100%.
well.
Like they're putting pressure on my older brother. I feel well bad for him. Like he's 26 now. They're always like, oh, when you get married, when you're looking for girls, this and that, bro. He's just chilling.
That
Like-
is so Indian,
No one's
bro.
putting pressure on my brother
Uh.
because they know he's a bit of a sugar.
You're a
he's struggling
dickhead.
bit now, isn't it?
No, I'm on. Gotta get in there, boy. Come on.
Amon's
Nah,
trying,
Amon's
Amon's
sexy.
trying. Yeah,
He's
she's
sexy.
trying. I'm not lying. He's trying his best.
He's
I've
trying
given
to-
him.
good.
Hey
I've
man,
given him
he's got
advice.
time,
I've
bro.
given him
He's got
advice.
time.
Give him time. Yeah,
He's got time.
he's gonna get there.
Yeah, I mean, you all
So-
three of you have something in common. You've not been in a relationship, so
Yeah.
That is true.
I mean, is
That's
that
true.
another thing that's maybe related to being Asian?
We have a different sort of connection, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, fucking loser Asian culture.
Yeah, man. You know how it is. We the nerds of.
Okay,
the,
so
the
Sumeet, your parents
Asians.
expect you to be married early 20s. So what about you, Yuvraj? Do you, like when your parents expect you to be married, or do they even expect you to be married?
Oh, bummer. No, but like, yeah, it's just the same as Sumeet. They are like expecting me to basically get my life in order, right?
Yeah.
Get my degree, get everything
Get a
done,
job.
get a
Just-
job, whatever,
Yeah,
right?
Get a job. Get
or
married, that's
just
it.
like look after the business, whatever you want to do, right? Just
Yeah.
yeah. And then obviously the matching is gonna start, whatever. I don't know.
Your
I
parents
honestly,
help you?
I've never asked them. I honestly used to reply to them like I don't want to ever want to get married or something like
Bro,
that.
if I said that, I'd get slapped.
Oh shit. No, but
No,
I was
no,
I was
no.
like very little as well. So
What,
yeah, that's what
5
I'll
years old,
listen.
they were trying to get you married off.
no, like when I was like Yeah, I was talking about like when I was like 12, they were like planning about my future and stuff. I was like,
What
why do
the
you
fuck?
care?
12
They were like,
Yeah,
they were
they
like,
plan the
obviously, I
future.
think every Asian parent does that at some point. Like, it's pretty normal to like tell your child, yo, get this now you're gonna do this degree, right? Then you're gonna do that,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. They basically laid down the whole plan for me
Yeah.
when
Speaking
I
on that,
was,
then. Speaking on
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So who was doing it? Was it your mom? Was it your dad? Or was it like a like both of them together?
I think it was more from my dad, not from my
Yeah.
mom. My mom is more understanding about all this,
So it's always the
and yeah,
dad
I feel like
around.
she's
it's always the Asian dad that wants to plan the future, and
definitely
then the
the
Asian mom
the
wants to
Asian
be more
daddy.
understanding.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the
See,
mom has been in the shoes of the one that has been bossed around and been made to feel a lot of pressure on her. So she knows, which is why she's supportive, whereas the father has never really been in that situation, you know what I mean?
yeah,
But when it comes to your family particularly, they're quite actually relaxed for an Indian family, right? Because
yeah, definitely.
quite a lot of other Indian families are so more stricter than yours was. Like your like most Asian families wouldn't let you go out clubbing and go drinking and shit like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But that's the thing. Like, of course, I'm here in the UK. If I don't experience stuff, then what's the point, right?
yeah,
So I cleared everything up with them before coming to the UK, right?
yeah.
So yeah, it's all good.
So you kind of
We
had
have understanding. Yep.
yeah, you had some understanding.
Right, right, Yuvraj. So we've talked about you a lot. Do you have any questions for us that you might, obviously we've lived in England with Asian parents, so do you have any questions for us at all?
Yeah. So how's your family's outlook on like you getting married and stuff? Are you like expected to get it done sooner than later?
Yeah, so like I said before, like they want me like mid to early 20s. They want me, married out of the house. Obviously right now I don't go to uni or anything. I'm just I'm kind of chilling right now. I got sacked. Well, I didn't get sacked. I got made redundant from my last job because of coronavirus. But we
Carol
moved.
Baskin.
Not a good record. Sacked twice. No, I'm joking. I'm
Honestly,
joking.
oh
Just
god,
unlucky.
no,
That's
no,
life.
it's
That's
just
life.
unlucky.
You know.
But yeah, but recently, so I got back into my courses and stuff. I passed the course, that I was doing before. So big up me,
This is
passing
one thing I'll
courses.
definitely say about Sumeet. He's the most pessimistic fucking bitch in the world. Like
Yep.
this guy will always think he failed or he don't do terribly, and
Oh
he thinks he needs
man.
to do redos. He did great. You did great on your tests.
I actually ended up doing all right. Like, I got a merit on my thing, which is all right. I mean, just
You thought you were
it's
gonna get
decent.
fucking 40%, man.
I thought I was gonna get 40%. Ended up with double, basically. I don't know. I'd always just I'd hate being disappointed. So if I set my standards really low, I know I can't disappoint myself.
See, I'm the total opposite. I set my standards high. I'd rather fail with a high goal than succeed with such a low goal. You know, I think you, Roger, you the same. You know, you'd rather have a high goal than try and pass at a low.
I feel like I feel like I'm much more relaxed. Like I just wanna pass it right and stuff like that. But obviously, I'm kind of similar to like Sameet here. Like I think it's just a little bit of like perfectionist in me. I
Yeah.
used to like score really great, when I was like little and stuff like that. So
Now you don't really give a
it
fuck.
now I just don't give
No,
a fuck.
academically,
Yeah.
I don't really give a fuck. I just rather pass. But when it comes to other things
Yeah.
like CS:GO,
But definitely,
higher goals.
getting like a really high grade once in a while really gets the
It boosts the ego.
yes,
just like, I'm
exactly.
sick. I'm fucking
Even
sick.
even the stuff with the hormones and stuff, it really helps with that. So yeah, I definitely see where Samit comes from
yeah.
in regards to
Alright, fair
that.
enough. Well, for me, I don't think there's no pressure at all, bro. I'm only 19. You know,
Bro, I'm only 19.
there's
What
no
you trying to say?
expectations, bro. You're a fucking cha-cha. You look 25. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I
For
mean-
me, to be fair, when my sister got married, Anissa, the younger of the older sisters, my grandma was like to me, "Oh, so when you get married?"
Oh man,
You know,
the amount of times I
She
got
was
asked
like
that
telling
question.
me to get married. But the thing is, you know what? I kind of do want to get married so that my grandparents can see my wedding and shit like that. That's the kind of part which I would get married earlier for, but I'm not gonna force myself to get married earlier. You know, if you find someone, you find someone. I kind of want to take the Hong Min Son approach where you know,
The Heung-min
yeah,
son.
did you
The
not see the
what?
quote? Did you not see the quote?
What is
No.
that?
Basically, his dad, it's a footballer, and his dad,
Yeah.
he's Korean, and his dad told him, "Look, family always comes first, no matter what, right?" So basically, Heung-min's son's not married yet because he wants to focus on his football. So for me, I kind of want to focus on my career and what I want to do before I kind of settle down and get married and have kids and shit like that. Not because marriage will hinder you, but because I feel like I want to do a lot of things before I get married, you know?
Yeah, just
Basically, you're saying that you want to be a whore.
No, I don't want to be a whore. Bro, why the fuck would I
Man
want to
says
be a
I want
whore,
to do
man?
so many things before I get
Not
married.
like
I wanna
that.
be a
Not
whore.
like that, man. Not like that. Not like that.
Man basically just said he's gonna simp for many. You know, maybe you're the simp. Maybe you're the origin today. You're just a huge simp.
How am I a simp?
You just said you wanted to do a
I
lot of
want to
stuff
do a lot of
before
stuff.
you get married.
Yeah. Like
wanna
travel
do a
the
lot
I
of
think we
stuff.
all are Sims
I
at
want to
this
go
point.
to I want to go to
We are all
Mexico.
simps.
Whatever.
You've smashed it. We're all simps, bro. We're all simps. Hence the simpcast.
The Indian Simpcast.
The Indian simpcast.
You got any
man.
more questions for us, Raj?
Any more questions?
Yeah, sure. Sal, what about you? Obviously, I know like your family is much more relaxed and like progressive in those
Bro,
terms.
they're so much more progressive than any other fucking Asian family ever.
Definitely, I see that. I see
Yeah.
that.
I mean, like,
Whenever I'm like around them and stuff,
oh
right?
yeah, I mean, like, especially because we're Muslim, and
Yeah.
when it comes to like girls covering their head with headscarves and a lot of things that you're supposed to do, I feel like they're a lot more relaxed. Which, I mean, I don't think it's necessarily a good or a bad thing because, you know, just some things you're supposed to follow in your religion. Like Sumeet could attest to this because, you know, you're quite religious yourself, Sumeet. And there's some things that you have to do and stuff and abide by. Like praying, you kind of want to do it. When you don't do it, you feel bad. It's the same for
Yeah.
me. Like sometimes I'm just lazy as fuck and it's not good. But there's
It's more standards you set for
but
yourself
there's not
more than
too much
anything
pressure
else.
on me to like do all those things. I feel like at the end of the day, when you're a good person, that's what matters the most. You could be praying 5 times a day. You could be a great Muslim on the outside, but you could be a liar. You could be a cheat. You could be a terrible actual person. You know. So I mean, then that counts for nothing. But yeah, my family's quite relaxed when it comes to, you know, giving me sort of freedom. I wouldn't. My grandparents, I lived with them for like 3 years. They're not the same at all. You know, I missed having that sort of freedom with my actual parents. So I could go out, stay out late. I could go with my friends all the time. I could do all those things. With my grandparents, when I was living with them, it was a totally different scenario. Like I'd go out maybe 2-3 times a week if I'm lucky, and I'd get shit for it. You know, they'd say you're going out too much. You know, or they'd say
Two, three times a week.
yeah.
Bro, I barely get out once a week.
I know.
Yeah, that is actually too much fun.
2, 3
Yeah,
times.
2-3 times
No,
a
I
week.
said
That is
if
the
I'm
fuck.
lucky. If I'm lucky.
If I'm
Yeah.
lucky, I could go out once.
No.
Yeah, exactly. So Sumeet
fuck?
knows what's up, man.
Bro, you know there's strict parents in that, man.
No,
Yeah.
when I say go out, I'm not saying a night out. I'm just saying like go out for like
Even
a
I'm
couple
just talking
hours.
about.
Couple
Even I'm
hours.
saying that.
Grab
Even
some
I'm saying that.
food or some shit. You know, because like when I was dating my ex, I was going out for like good 3-4 times a week. You know, but it was kind of more relaxed then though, because initially my parents, my grandparents were way more strict. But the older I got, I kind of made them respect me more, and that's what you have to do with a lot of Asian parents or grandparents, shall I say? You have to make them respect you, and your opinion and what you want to do, because you know you're an adult. You have your own life and you can control what you want to do.
Getting that respect when you're like, I'm like one of the kids of the family, because I've only got obviously my little brother who's an actual kid. Like he just turned into a teen, so you know, like basically a baby. Yeah, but I'm like one of the youngest ones in the family, so like they don't see me as an adult. They still see me as this like 5-year-old, you know, running about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though I've had a full-time job, I've been through education, I've done all that shit. They still see me like I'm 5 years
See,
old. I should be running around in a
wants
nursery.
to give me that independence because she knows that for a lot of her life, she got married at 19. She never got to do a lot of things she wanted to do. That's the problem when you get married so young. And for me, for all of her kids, she wanted to have that freedom for all of our kids. But my dad's not necessarily that way inclined. Which is why I went out as much as I could in Newcastle before he came back. You know, when I was living with my mum, because she's so chillaxed about it. But even then, she was like worried because, you know, I'm on a night out. Newcastle's not exactly the safest place for a night out. I know people who've been fucking bottled over the head, and people,
especially for a brown person.
yeah, people will shot and stuff like that. So
Yeah, definitely. You definitely need like a group if you're like hanging out late.
Yuvraj is one of the best people in the groups. You know, he
Aw.
comes, then he gets kicked out.
Easy peasy. You never get into fights that way, you know?
Yep.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, true say. Well, when I come down, we'll have a good night out, hopefully.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
once Corona's finished,
Definitely,
obviously.
dude. Waiting for you, man.
Yeah, we will.
You have been. You've been waiting a
I've
bit
heard
long.
so much about you. You're basically me. That's
Yeah,
what
but-
Sal keeps telling me.
That's what I've been told as
Hey,
well.
no,
I'm basically you.
Yuvraj is basically Sumeet, right? But
Okay.
you're the full-on Indian version. Where
Yeah, fair
Sumeet's
enough.
half English, half Indian, because Sumeet has that English slang, you know, and then you
Yeah.
have that new English Indian accent, you know, where you've
New
just moved,
English
where
Indian accent.
you've just moved to a new country and you've just adopted the accent. You know what I mean?
Man's
guess,
basically
yeah.
just saying he's off the boat.
He is
He's
a-
just talking about accents here, but yeah.
No, just the accent. Just
Definitely.
the accent. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh
Cool.
man,
But definitely, yeah. Looking forward
Yeah,
to it whenever it
well, that's
happens.
You're
that's a
both my
very
brothers,
fun
man.
Experience.
You're both my brothers.
Yeah, for sure,
Oh.
for sure. I mean,
Gonna make
then
us
you-
cry now.
Not
It's been
stepbros, though.
almost-
Not stepbros, but just
no,
regular
that's gay, bro.
brothers.
No, that's sus. That's sus. That's sus.
It's the
Bro,
problem
what
with
are you
being gay,
red?
bros.
Are you red?
Come
What's
on.
going on?
What am I
Come on,
red?
2020.
Are you red? Red sus in it.
That's one thing with Asian culture. Video games. You know how
Oh,
man.
no.
how were your
Please
parents?
don't get me
when it
started
came-
on that.
How were your parents when it came to video games? 'Cause-
You're gonna be very surprised with my answer.
okay, give me your answer.
My parents do not give a flying shit. Like, as much as they complain saying I'm on it all day, they still get me all the video games I want. Like, they always have. They always, like, will do. If I ask for it, I don't really ask them anymore. I'll get them myself. But
Good thing you're not a
Every
drug
time-
addict, man, because they just keep fueling your drug addiction.
it's
So
basically
we
the
care
drug
about
addiction, the
you,
amount
but
of
we'll still
games
buy you
that I
some
play,
cocaine.
bro. Nah, but for real, like, they've been so supportive with that because they know it's a hobby that I have, like just playing games.
Yeah.
I enjoy it so much, it makes me happy. So they always just buy it for me. They're just like, you enjoy it, you play your Pokemon, bro. You play it.
I mean, you work hard, so they
I
understand.
mean, I work
that.
hard. Well, now I do, but
They
when I was a
understand
kid, like 7, 8 years old or whatever, still playing on my fucking Game Boy SP, playing Pokemon Fire Red or Emerald or something. Like, they're always really supportive with that. So
Yeah.
it was really good. It was
What
really,
about
really
you,
good.
Yuvraj?
My parents were always like very negative about the video games and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, it got to a point where I was like waking up, playing video games, and then literally just going to sleep.
That's the
That's
life.
literally all.
That's the life.
That was the life I was living. Yeah, so it definitely got out of hand for a while,
Yeah.
and it affected my grades and stuff. So I'm not really mad at them for like
Did they take your PC away or some shit?
not really, but yeah, actually they did ask me to unplug my PC one time
Yeah.
when it was like my finals or
Surprised they
something.
didn't
But
just send the maid in to take your PC.
well, yeah, they don't need to do that. It's just
Well,
like
they're
Well,
gonna ask you.
it's more about like they
Respect.
basically asked me respectfully, yeah, just take it out. You can have it later after the exams. Simple.
That's cool.
I
Yeah.
hear that so much as well because my parents did that to me. As much as they like me playing like video games and stuff on the weekends and stuff when I have nothing to do.
Yeah.
When it came to exams and stuff, Tom, do you remember they took my PS4 for 6 months?
Did they?
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Why
I
6
didn't have
months?
I didn't have PS for 6 months. That's why I couldn't play FIFA 18.
Oh, and you still got EEB or whatever the fuck you
No,
got.
what do you mean? That was my GCSEs. I
Oh,
did
was
good in
it?
my
Was it
GCSEs.
GCSE?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were GCSEs, you idiot.
Huh? Yeah, and then for A levels as well for FIFA
Did
20.
they do that?
They took PS4 off me for like 4 months.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. When it comes to exams, they're like, no.
Wait, FIFA 20 came out. No, FIFA 20 came out after A levels, you idiot. FIFA 20 came out when I was at uni.
Oh, was it? No, what was the one
FIFA
when I had to leave
19.
my club? 19 was it?
Yeah, but you were still playing though. So
No, I
don't think
wasn't.
it was 19.
No. When I deleted my club.
Oh, yeah, that was 19.
Yeah, I deleted my club when it came to exams.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, it was like 4. That was like 4 months.
Bro, Yuvraj, this guy gets so fucking angry in FIFA. Like he deleted his whole club. Like he worked hard to make.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no, it wasn't because of
Hate to
anger.
see
It was
that.
because I knew I'd get addicted again.
Like imagine trying to buy all the skins you want for CS:GO and this guy just deletes them all. is basically
Or
what this
just
fucking
or
kid
just
did.
gets like a back ban or something.
Yeah, pretty much. He backbanned himself. Fucking idiot.
That's very unlucky, man.
But
Yeah.
okay, so for me, I feel like it was a mix between the both. Like I know my dad is very against me playing video games. He's a businessman. He's always into like being active, doing something to make money. If you're not spending your time trying to make money, then you're wasting your time, which I see as a problem because I think he says you're being unproductive by playing video games, but I feel like it's productive to an extent because you're also relaxing. You know, it's your time to relax and.
No, when you're relaxing 8 hours a day.
Bro, I can relax for as fucking long as I want, bro.
Words.
Shut the hell up.
Word.
But yeah, I want to relax 8 hours a day. I can relax 8 hours a day.
Relaxing 12 hours a day. Just on his
Exactly.
PC, just like...
That's when it like
No, but
starts
initially,
to become a problem.
But
dude.
initially, it was my downtime because when I was in Dubai, I was going through a dark time. I used to just play video games all day. I was really bad at one point. I wasn't doing any homework. Like I was getting detentions and shit like that because I wasn't doing homework. I was just playing video games fucking 24/7.
You seem like one of them guys that would just like go on COD and just wouldn't sleep.
It wasn't
the
COD.
whole
It was
night.
always
Come-
CS:GO, man. Fucking
CS:GO,
Same,
always
same for
CS:GO.
me.
I got my
CS:GO.
my laptop, my gaming laptop, which had 40 FPS on it. Not overpass with smokes.
So much for a gaming laptop.
But when there was smokes on the map, I'd have like 20 FPS, bro. I couldn't fucking shoot anybody. But those
Bro,
are the
I'm
days.
I'm so bad at that game.
You're just bad at FPS. in
I'm
general.
still, Yuvraj, you know, I'm still yet to rank. I've had the game for over 2 years.
Oh no,
He's
we
not
gotta
supposed
get
to
this
rank.
man
No, we're
in
not
I'm
the
yet
counting.
to
lobby
le-
with us.
I don't think I got to level 2.
He's probably better than Brandon.
Oh, shots fired.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's some
I'm
Chinese
pretty
guy
bad at
that
this.
Yuvraj plays basketball with.
I'm so bad at that game, man. I can't suss it out. It won't work.
Yeah, but for
It won't work.
me, initially it was I got a lot of shit for playing video games. I mean, sometimes I do now and then, like, cause I have an addictive personality. I could put it this way: if I'm playing CS:GO, I'll be addicted to that. Sometimes, if I'm playing FIFA, I'll be addicted to that. Like,
Word.
see, that's
This
my
guy
problem.
gets the
I
game.
get too
Gets the
addicted
game
to
plays
something.
fucking. I think we mentioned this before. You got the game played 8 hours like
In the
3
first
days in
day.
a row.
Yeah, 24 hours in 3 days.
It's
My eyes
so
were red,
mad.
bro. My eyes were red.
This guy was fucked.
I felt like shit. It was worth it. I've got a sick team now. I pack Messi.
Shut
I
up,
lost my left kidney, but it's alright. It's alright.
Understandable.
No, but my parents are more understanding now. Like I built my own gaming room. How many parents let them have a room where they can put their posters up, do the artwork, spend money on making this nice ass room? Like not many people, you know. Even like when I talk
That's
to
that
my
match that
grandparents.
money.
Yeah, even when match
that money.
Even when I talk about it with my grandparents, like my parents always tell me to shut up because like if your grandparents find out you have spent money on a gaming room, and you have a gaming room that's unproductive and you shouldn't be doing that shit. You know what I mean? But
Unproductive, but I bet you spend all your time in there.
I actually do. I probably spend a good 10 hours a day in here. But it's
10
not
hours
always
a day.
gaming. It's I do work in here as well. When I do
Really?
work.
Can you actually like concentrate in there?
Oh, I can, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, when I don't
genuinely-
hear student loans company, I'm on speaking. How can I help? This is
Oh,
my
yeah.
brother's working. Yo, Yuvraj
Yeah,
always hears my brother. Oh, no, but Yuvraj, you think Amon's bad when you're playing CS with me? He's worse with Sumeet. Sumeet, fucking tell him in the
Oh.
PS parties when he's screaming and
t-
shit, bro.
Tell me about it, bro.
They're all playing Phasmophobia. He's like, "Hello, John Smith. Hello,
All I
hello,
can
John
remember
Smith."
is like just being in like a very intense clutch or something in CS:GO, and his brother is just screaming, "Where's my wheat?" And stuff
He's
like
a
that.
Minecraft.
It's just
You stole
Yeah.
my wheat.
yeah. I'm like, okay, dude.
No, but one time in the PS party, he was playing Among Us. You could hear that. You remember?
Bro,
he was fucking
he
shouting. He smashed the
his
desk.
desk
Smacked
so
my
hard.
desk, his glass as well. He almost broke my fucking desk because they kept voting him out. Because he even when he wasn't imposter, they kept voting him out. And then
He's
when,
like, "Fuck's sake!"
why do you guys keep voting me out? You fucking gaslighters.
Honestly, it's so funny, man.
You guys have issues with him. I'm sitting right next to him. Fuck you guys.
Nah, I don't have issues.
No, it's
We
not
love
no,
him
no
on.
issues,
We
man.
love
It's
him
like
on.
yeah,
We love him.
love
we
that
love
guy,
him.
bro.
We love
We've got
that guy.
different. We've got a next level connection with him, bro. You won't
Honestly.
get it, Salmaan.
Next level.
Yeah, you don't
connection.
get it, bro. You don't get it.
We connected
Well,
on
'cause
a
you're
deeper
all-
level.
What? Because
Connected
you're
on
all
a
little losers.
spiritual level.
Fucking losers. That's that
Yeah,
why?
man. Yeah, that is
Yeah,
why.
It's alright. It's alright
And
to be a
what?
loser, man.
What's so bad about that?
You know what?
Yeah, what's
How
fine.
would you guys feel if we had like this big house that we could just like all three of us live in?
Be lit.
That'd be sick.
I always
Yeah,
want to
no,
live with
man.
my mates.
We can have like we can
That'd be
open like
sick.
our own face clan, you know, our own esport.
The Indian
org.
clan.
Indian.
The
clan.
loser
Okay,
clan.
It doesn't
Yeah, but
work like that.
Doesn't work. No. It
Yeah,
has to
like with
be-
every joke, but yeah,
It has to be the Oh, what's a good? Let's think of a name on the
we
spot.
we
quick
need to
time.
open our own orgs, you
Simp
know,
clan.
stuff
Simp
like
clan?
that.
The Simp
Sim
clan.
clan.
The Simp clan.
I don't mind the Simp clan. The Simp clan sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, the Simp
Sim
clan.
clan could go. You
Yeah,
could have your
if we ever rebrand, we're going to the Simp clan.
you could have your own brand image thing going on, you know, like everything with
uh,
lit.
like simp. Yeah,
Yeah, Yuvraj buying drinks by the bar as the logo.
Yeah. that's the logo. That's the logo. That's the
Sumeet looking
plug.
at text messages that have opened on them.
Oh, that hit me. That hit me in a different way. You know what you did? You got one of them little shovel. What are they called? Trowels?
What?
Trowel. Is it like those mini shovels?
Yeah,
Yeah, and you just dug it into my chest, ripped out my heart.
gotta get through all that fucking hair. You fucking hairy
Bro,
boy.
no. I shaved my chest actually.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah, I shaved my body hair because it gets
Oh
a bit
my
too long
God.
and it's really uncomfortable at night to sleep in.
That's what we like to hear.
Do you do that, Yuvraj?
Yes.
You shave your chest hair?
No, I don't.
Nah.
I
Do you not
used
get
to-
very
Yeah,
hairy then?
I definitely feel like Asians are very hairy though, in general.
Bro, I'm too hairy, man. If you seen how
Proper
fast
Wookiee,
I
It's
can
too
man.
grow
much
a
Yeah,
effort,
beard.
yeah.
man. You shave and next week it comes back.
I'm so glad though I don't have like any back hair and stuff like that. I can only imagine
yeah,
like
I'm
trying
so
to
lucky.
deal with stuff like that.
I haven't got back
I've
hair
got
yet.
shoulder, like.
I get
yeah.
some bits that come on my shoulder, but I always just get rid of them straight away.
I also remember watching people having like weird nose hair and like ear
That's
hair.
normal though. Like you just
I
shave
don't
that
mind
shit.
beard and
Nose
ear
hair
and
comes.
nose hair.
No, nose hair is like normal, but like ear hair, earlobe.
No, ear
My dad has
hair's
ear
cool.
hair.
Yeah, but
ear
I don't
hair's
have.
cool.
It's old people.
I don't have it. Yeah, it's
old
old people
people, I
stuff.
swear down.
I've seen like young people with that stuff as
Oh, the
well,
worst
dude.
is when you have fucking hair all over your knuckles and shit all over your front of your
Oh,
hand.
yeah.
Oh, bro, I have bare on my
Luckily, I
knuckles
ain't got
and my
that.
hands and that.
Luckily, I ain't got.
Look like
I got
proper
nice
Wolverine
hands.
now,
the
your man.
front of my
I
hands.
ain't got packy hands. I got nice hands.
Yeah, do you know what? This is actually pretty toxic in Indians. Why the fuck are we so hairy for?
I have no idea.
Why are we so hairy?
Plus, we
What
like
is it?
live in a
Hot
very hot country. We don't need more hair.
We
Yeah,
don't
we
why-
actually
more
need less.
hair. We should actually have less hair.
Yeah.
English people should have more hair.
Norwegians should
Exactly.
be
Cold
Norwegians
there.
should be living in India and Indians should be living in Norway. That's what it should
Yeah.
be like.
Well, no, wait. Norwegian. I swear Norwegians grow like really lustrous beards.
Beards, yeah, but they're not. I don't think they're that hairy.
Lustrous? That's not the word. No, luscious. Luscious beards, not lustrous.
They have big ass
People
beards.
are-
Oh,
people
Nordic-
here-
Nordic country.
People here in the West like struggle to grow beards and stuff. Meanwhile, it's just like a everyday thing for us.
Literally.
I feel-
No. It's the mustache in India. It's the mustache.
Yeah, yeah,
Pakalu,
yeah.
Everyone
it's
has
the
really
Pakalu
thick
Papito
mustache.
mustache.
Pakalu
Oh,
Papito.
mustache.
Bro, do you know what you think?
Pakalu
Do-
Papito, man.
Do you know when you think Indian man? You think of Pakalu Papito in it?
He is the symbol for all sexy Indian man. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Him
Yeah,
and
he
Jassol.
definitely is.
Him and Jassol.
Oh,
Love
just
him.
so funny, man. He's so funny.
All right. Well, tying all that Asian shit together, basically, Asians are toxic as fuck. Fuck toxic Asian culture. Fuck the pressures that are put on so many individuals.
Fuck, yeah, I wouldn't. I don't want to say fuck Asians. I was gonna say fuck Asians.
We're Asian.
I
You
mean,
can't say fuck
maybe
Asian.
certain Asians, but
Fuck the very strict ones, very traditional ones.
no, I want about genuine fucking.
Oh,
You want about fuck them?
what? What do you mean? You want to actually fuck them? What?
Okay, dude.
You're
This is
too
getting
horny
weird.
to me, bro.
bro, no,
Chill
no.
out,
It's
bro.
about being a simp, bro.
Stop being a horny bastard. That's your
I'm being-
Raj's job.
Okay, man. I'm out.
Fuck,
Fuck
wait,
this shit, bro.
quick question.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
We'll end with this. I think. Okay, Yuvraj, when you think stereotypical Asian, what comes to mind?
Like some words on the top of my
You
head.
know, words,
Description.
appearance, description, something, anything.
Basically, like toxic Asian. Then some words are like marriage, obviously, right? The early marriage and stuff like that. Obviously, grades.
Marriage is number one in the grades, yeah.
Right.
I'm
Then,
surprised
then
you
you
didn't say arranged
How much
marriage.
money you earn?
it's not arranged if they're just gonna fucking act like Tinder for me, you know.
Yeah.
It's like ultimately I still have to like fucking decide, right? It's just like
That's true.
yeah.
Say.
Well, that's one thing we
Eh,
actually don't cover because we've not experienced the kind of adult life of an Asian person yet. So we
Yeah.
don't actually know like all the things that are stereotyped. So like how much you earn is such a big fucking deal in the Asian community. What your status is, what
Yeah.
your job is. Because like you could be a garbage
Yeah.
man earning 50K a year, but like because you're a garbage man in Asian culture, your status is seen as like you're fucking nothing. You're dirt.
Yeah,
We,
like there's
yeah,
a whole
let's not
another
even.
topic for like
Yeah,
religion, caste, and stuff like
cast.
that.
We
Yeah.
won't
Yeah,
get into it. It's too long, man.
That's
Yeah,
all
it's just too
part
long.
of toxic Asian
Basically,
culture.
all I'll say
Yeah,
is
but
fuck
yeah,
the
definitely.
caste system. Just go straight on that. Fuck the caste system. No
Fuck the
shit.
caste
Do you guys
system,
believe in the
Fucking no
horoscope
shit.
bullshit thing for marriage?
No, I don't.
Horoscope marriage, but I struggle to even understand horoscopes.
I think
What's
it's
it? Different born on different
I
stars.
think it's more of a Hindu thing, where you basically check the horoscopes, and if you don't match, then you don't get married. And
I mean,
shit like
people
that.
here in the West are doing it now.
Oh, the West doing it now, but for
just
India they've doing
just
it
like
already.
yoga. I don't know, man. Yoga is definitely like got like benefits and stuff, right? But
Yeah.
like I don't know what the deal is about horoscopes.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I try to look at them sometimes. I just don't get it. And sometimes they can be. I guess they're kind of relatable. Some of them,
There's
but
so many
it's
fucking
so
memes.
general and generic.
There's so many.
There's
fucking
there's a
memes.
general rule of thumb when a chick asks you about like horoscopes and stuff, you run south.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
Just...
What horoscope are you, Capri Sun?
Capri Sun. What, you cancerous?
Oh, I'm hella cancerous, babe.
I'm so
Alright,
cancerous, bro.
Thank you, Yuvraj, for
That's
Thanks,
alright.
bro. Yeah,
actually joining
really
us.
appreciate you.
I
taking
actually
all the
enjoyed
shit,
it here.
taking all the shit,
Yeah.
all the roasts and stuff like that,
The
all the
roasts.
embarrassing
Took like
stories.
a champ.
Embarrassing
Took a
stories.
champ.
We could have a
So
whole
good.
we could have a whole episode on the embarrassing stories. And
Honestly,
shit,
we
you know?
could get a few people on and just bang just drunk stories.
Nah, but Yuvraj would not want to be on that episode. He wouldn't want to be on that episode.
Yeah, my stories
Pussy.
are like a little too extreme sometimes.
Too extreme. I mean, I've
But
got.
yeah,
I
definitely.
think I've got a
Once
couple
you
left.
like pop out here in Newcastle, man, we talk about it, you know.
Don't worry, I
stuff
need
like
some.
that.
I need to build up some more drunk stories because
Oh, okay.
I don't have enough right now. I've only got like 5 or 6.
All right.
Yeah, I haven't been on enough nights out. That's the one thing I do miss about not going to uni.
See, the thing is, you only have stories. We actually have video evidence of Yuvraj as well.
Oh no,
Oh,
I have
no.
video. I have video evidence. I have video evidence of myself.
Yuvraj, you remember that one? Like, he fucked that bitch right up against that window. You remember that one?
I love the accent, bro. The accent's sick.
Dude, I listen. I don't even speak like that, and they fucking they fucking just because I'm brown and
What do
shit,
we
they
do?
fucking
What do we
they fucking bully the shit out of me, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh, what?
it's-
No, bro, basically for CSGO we have an in-game leader, so the
Oh,
person
okay.
who calls the strats.
We don't want to go there, man.
Right, we have someone who calls the strats, and he basically took the piss out of Yuvraj because basically, he bought a sniper. Yuvraj bought a sniper after the IGL told him to buy a rifle so we could do a fast strat. Obviously, on a fast strat you can't run with like a sniper and shoot people, right? So he told him to buy a rifle, and then he buys the AWP. Yuvraj buys the AWP, and he's like, "What do we do? What do we do?"
I didn't say that.
And then the body, the IGL, right? He's like, "What do you mean? What do we do? I told you to buy a fucking rifle." He fucking took the piss out of it. All of us died.
Basically said, "What are we doing?" And yeah, whatever,
Oh
man.
my God.
It's all the past.
We'll leave the
Let's not-
episode.
We'll leave that.
We'll leave it
Yeah.
there. We'll leave it.
We'll leave it there.
My God.
I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe. We've got the social media links down below. You can follow us on Instagram.
Make sure you leave a comment. Any topics you want to see us discuss in the future.
Yeah, if you enjoyed the episode and you enjoyed Yuvraj's funny stories, mention it in the comments below. Also, if
Yeah,
it's
man, we
applicable,
might
to
try and
you,
get back on.
if it's
We
applicable
might
for
try and
you
get
as
back.
well, say give us some of your experiences
Yeah,
of
man.
toxic Asian culture. If you are indeed
Yeah.
Asian,
Yeah, even if you're not, what if you know some Asians? I mean, that doesn't really make any sense, does it?
no.
I'm making something like an idiot. I'm just trying to literally, oh man.
Alright.
Let's just end it, fuck it.
Well, thank you for listening.